other kids will... Okay, recording is already on progress. So I hope other kids will be joining us later on for our class. So we have Enda, Justin, Hani, and Sundara. We also have Alfonso, Kenshi, Catherine, Shitya, Aaron, Arga, Rayhan, and Rasa. Okay? So 12 kids for tonight. I hope other kids will continue or follow later on. So since today is grammar class, okay, as if you can still remember, last week I gave you a test, which is our quiz number 2. By the way, is it not raining in your place? No rain?
No, teacher.
Oh, it's sunny, Catherine.
Yes, teacher.
Oh, here in my place, here in the Philippines, especially here in my province, it has been raining maybe for almost 2 weeks already. It's really wet season here in the Philippines. But never mind. Nevertheless, I'm happy that I can still meet you today. Okay? Again, last meeting I gave you this test. So let's have to read it again and give our answers so that we'll be refreshed of the rules that we discussed last time. Okay? So I think this is only for 10 points. Let's have number 1 now. Let's have number 1. Can I have Catherine first for number 1?
Everybody blank expect to join the fun run.
Catherine expected. This one expected.
Expected.
Okay.
The answer is.
Okay, very good. The correct answer is. Because for indefinite pronouns, just like everybody, anybody, everybody, for each, you are going to use the singular form of the verb. Okay, Catherine, please read now the
Sorry,
sentence.
Miss Hamlet.
Please read now the sentence with the correct answer.
Everybody is expected to join the fun run.
Okay, I encourage everybody to take note of the correct answer because afterwards, I'll be letting some of you to read the sentences with the correct answer. So for number 1, everybody is expected to join the fun run. Thank you, Catherine.
Welcome, teacher.
Let's move now to sentence number 2. How about Aaron?
Yes, miss. Each of the teacher's school
Supplies. Yes. Look at the object of the preposition. What's the subject? So each of the teachers receive or receives.
which is number 2.
Come again.
Which is.
Oh, you say receives. This one receives.
Yes.
Each of the teachers. Okay. Still, the answer is, what's the answer?
Which is.
Okay, receives. Why? Because still it is an indefinite pronoun. Okay. So each of the teachers receives school supplies. By the way, okay, so this is your score during the last meeting. Okay. So Alfonso got the perfect score with this one. Okay, so for quiz now, sentence number 2, each of the teachers receive school reply. Okay.
Wait, it's me. Is there me at score?
Come again, Mark.
Is there me at this exam?
Let me
Or
check first. What's your email, Mark?
my email is Mark Aurelius 2012 at gmail.com.
You weren't able to take the test?
I didn't take the test. Try searching it. Maybe I'm the lowest. Maybe the lowest.
I only got 21 responses. I can't see your email.
So I did not use it. So I did not.
So you were not present last meeting. You were present, Mark, but you did not answer. Okay, let's move now. Okay, let's move now to question number 3. By the way, Aaron, thank you for that one.
What, miss?
Thank you for answering number 2. Enda, number 3, please, Enda.
Okay, miss. One half of the cake blank eaten by the kids. My answer is was.
Okay, so okay, we are using here a fraction. Okay, but look at the subject, it is cake. So that's singular. So the correct form of the verb is was. Please read Enda with the correct answer.
One half of the cake was eaten by the kids.
Very good. Okay. Thank you, Enda.
You're welcome, miss.
How about Tristan for number 4?
What, miss?
Number 4, please.
Okay. One half of the cakes blank eaten by the kids.
Yes. Still for number 4, it makes use of a fraction. Okay. There is a fraction. But look at the subject, which is cakes. So what should you use?
The answer is where.
Okay. Why should we use where, Tristan?
Because the kids is plural.
Yes, the word cake is in plural form. Okay. Okay, the correct answer is where. Tristan, please read now with the correct answer.
One half of the cakes were eaten by the kids.
Okay, thank you, Tristan. Okay, number 5 now. Honey, number 5.
Okay, miss. One fourth of the pizza, blank pepperoni.
Okay, read again.
One fourth of the pizza, blank pepperoni.
Yes. 1/4 of the pizza, blank pepperoni. It makes use of 1/4, meaning it's a fraction again, a fraction. Look at the word. What's the subject here? It's pizza. Singular or plural? Pizza, honey.
What, miss?
Oh, am I lagging, kids? Am I lagging?
No.
Okay.
Can you repeat me?
Yes, honey. The correct answer is
Can you repeat? Is
pizza is Singular or plural?
Is singular.
Pizza.
Plural.
So if you say plural, are we going to say 1/4 of the pizza are pepperoni? Pizza, this is in singular form. So what is the correct answer?
I think it's
The correct answer for number 5 is. So 1/4 of the pizza is pepperoni. 1/4 as a fraction, then the subject here is pizza. That is singular. The verb should also be singular in form, which is. Okay, please read the sentence now, honey, with the correct answer.
1/4 of the pizza is pepperoni.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Arga, number 6, Arga.
Yes, Miss. All of the books blank distributed.
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 Yes. Distributed meaning it was given to people or to other people. Okay. Oh, the rain is very, pouring heavily today. Can you hear the rain? Can you hear it? No?
Yes.
Oh,
No, teacher.
okay. Oh, it's very, pouring heavily today. Okay, Arga, all of the books blank distributed. Is it is or are?
R.
Yes. Why should we use are?
Because books more than one.
Yes, because when we say books, it's more than one because it is plural in form. Thank you, Arga.
Welcome, Miss.
Okay, by the way, Arga, please read the sentence with the correct answer.
Okay, Miss. All of the books are distributed.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome.
How about number 7, Mark? Number 7.
Okay, either of them blank responsible for the program.
Yes.
Let's see. Number 7. The blank word is
Yes. Either
if.
of the yeah.
Yeah.
So the correct answer, Mark, is
Is.
yes, because if you use either night either or neither nor or like that in the sentence, the verb should be in singular form. So we say either of them is responsible for the program. Okay? Thank you, Mark. Number 8 now. Okay, Shitya, number 8, Shitya.
Miss. Neither Noel nor Nicholas sang the prayer tonight.
Yes.
The answer is Leeds.
Okay, lead. Then the next, the second choice. Why should be our answer leads, Shitya? Why should it be leads? Because because still in the sentence we use neither nor or neither nor. Then Nicholas, when you say that one, the nearest subject Nicholas is singular. So the verb should also be in singular form. So we say neither Noel nor Nicholas leads the prayer tonight. Okay, everybody, please take note of the rules. Let's have now rule number 9. Number 9. Okay, number 9. Can I have Rasa?
Yes,
Hi.
Miss.
Hello, how are you, Rasa?
I'm fine, Miss.
Are you ready for number 9? Okay, go, Rasa.
Okay, Miss. $15 my salaries in my work.
Yes.
The answer is the answer is A.
Yes. So we say $50 is my salary in work. That's good. Okay, thank you, Rasa.
You're welcome, Miss.
So Rasa is correct in saying $50 is $50 although you say dollars, that's plural, but if you have the amount, the exact amount, $50, that will be collectively singular. So thus this verb should also be singular in form. So $50 is my salary and work. Okay, thank you, Reza. Okay, last number. Can I have your brother, Rayhan? Can I have Rayhan?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Rayhan. Read number 10.
Alfonso is the boy who wear.
Yes.
My answer reads.
Yes. Could you please read again, Rayhan, with the correct answer?
Alfonso is the boy who reads well.
Very, very good. Okay, Alfonso, it's only one. So Alfonso is the boy who reads well. Very good. Thank you, Rayhan. Can I have Alfonso now?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, I want you to read each sentences, please. Then you give directly the answer. For example, number 1, everybody is, each of the teachers receives. Go, Alfonso.
Also with the correct answer?
Yes, with the correct answer directly.
Everybody is expected to join the fun run. Each of the teachers receives school supplies. 1/2 of the cake were eaten by the kids.
Alfonso, number 3, 1/2 of the cake.
How the cake was eaten by the kids. 1/2 of the cakes were eaten by the kids.
Yes.
1/4 of the pizza is pepperoni. All of the books are distributed. Either of them are responsible for the program.
Either of them.
Either of them.
Either of them is or
Is
responsible.
Is responsible for the program.
Yes.
Neither Noel nor Nicholas leads the prayer tonight.
Yes.
$50 is my salary in my work.
Okay, next.
Alfonso is the boy who reads well.
Yes. Thank you for reading everything with the correct answer, Alfonso. Thank you. Very good.
Welcome.
Okay, so that was our quiz number 2. I only got 21 responses from the kids. So I already stopped sharing my screen because I will be sharing now the blue book. Okay, so let us continue discussing the other rules and grammar. I think most of maybe with other teachers you already discussed very far of that one. We are still in chapter 1. Are you already in chapter 2, kids? Already in chapter 2? In another teacher? Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, not
Not
yet.
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 Yeah, because you know what? There are 16 pages and we are still on page number 5, approaching page number 6. Okay. So, the last part of the test a while ago that comprises rule number 11, rule number 12, and rule number 13. So, I guess we don't have to read those again. Let's move now this afternoon to rule number 14. Okay, let's have rule number 14. You are going to read first the rule, okay? Just the rule without the example. Okay, you're going to read the rule without the example. Okay, Catherine, please read.
Okay, teacher. Rule 14. Collective nouns such as team and staff may be either singular or plural depending on their use in the sentence.
Yes, thank you. Rasa, please read also, Rasa.
Yes, Miss. Collective nouns such as tips and staff may be either singular or plural depending on their use in the sentence.
Okay, depending on the use of their use in the sentence. So let us highlight first what is or what are collective nouns. Okay. So let us discuss first what are collective nouns. Okay. When we talk about collective nouns or collective noun, it refers to a certain word referring to a whole. Okay. It refers to a word referring to a whole or to a collection of things. Okay. For example, if there is what do you call that one? If there are many people. If there are many people, we don't say, oh, there is one, there are 10, there are 100. But if there are too many, we say it's a crowd. A crowd, meaning there are many people. We can also say, oh, group of people. We can also use team. Okay, when you say team, of course, when we say team, that's not only one. So it is made up of maybe one or two persons. That is already a team. Okay, 2, 5 or more. Okay, that is team. We call that one as collective noun. Okay, aside from that one, what do you call that one? Okay. If we refer to animals, especially fishes or fish, we don't say, oh, there are 100 fishes. Oh, there are 200 fishes because we can't count them one by one. But instead, we use, it's a school of fish. Okay, I'll be putting it here. Okay. When you say school of fish, oh, there are many fishes. Because, if, of course, in the sea or in the ocean, we cannot count what do you call that one? How many fish are there? So, we can also say for birds. How about for birds? If there are too many birds, so We don't say, oh, we can say there is one bird, there are 3 birds, there are 10 birds, but how about there's too many birds? Okay. We say it is a okay. If there are too many birds, what do we say? Too many birds, we say it is a flock. It is a flock of birds. Okay. We also have that one. Okay, Tristan, what's the next collective noun that I gave?
A library of books.
Library, a library of
A
books.
library of books.
Okay, aside from the library, the first one.
School of fish.
Okay, school of fish. Another one.
Flock of birds. A troop of scouts.
Yes. And
A library of books.
okay, how about the next one?
A swarm of bees.
Come again.
A swarm of bees.
Okay, a swarm of bees. Okay, thank you, Tristan.
You're welcome.
Okay, everybody. These are examples of collective nouns. Why do we use collective nouns? Because, for example, for bees, can we count? Can we count the entire number of bees if there are too many? Can we count it one by one? Yes or no? Oh, the kids are very quiet. Can we count it one by one if there are too many bees?
No.
Yes, it's a no. So what do we say instead of, oh, there are 20 bees? Of course, if there are less than 50, we can count that. But if there are too many, we can say a swarm of bees. If there are too many books, we say a library of books. Scouts, when you say scouts, a troop of scouts. For birds, we say flock of birds. For fish, we say school of fish. Okay. Crowd, C-R-O-W-D. It is an example of a collective noun referring to a group of, not a group, but referring to many people. Okay. And when we also say class, C-L-A-S-S, it is or that is also an example of a collective noun referring to a group of pupils or a group of students. So 1 class, 2 classes, 3 classes. Okay? Okay, so I hope I am making myself clear for everybody for what collective nouns are. Okay, but what does Rule 14 says? Am I too fast, kids? Am I very fast? Or is it okay?
It's okay, Miss.
Thank you, Inda. So, just like the other rules, what you should remember that collective nouns, the verb to be used depends. It's either singular or plural depending on its use in the sentence. Okay. Okay, Inda, please read the sentence.
The staff is in a meeting.
Okay. The word staff here, staff, this is in singular form because you have the verb which is. Okay. Why is it singular? Because it is acting as a unit. Okay, the entire. Okay, no, not the entire one, but acting as a unit. But what you have here, the staff are in disagreement about the findings. This one, the staff here are acting as separate individuals in the example. So we can also say that the staff members are in disagreement about the findings. So just like the other rules, analyze the sentence so that you can give the correct form of the verb. Okay? So, we already reached pronouns in here. Okay? So, congratulations to everybody. We are already done with verbs. Okay, let's move now to pronoun or pronouns. Okay, I hope you can see on my screen what is a pronoun or what are pronouns. What are pronouns? Or what is a pronoun? Anybody? Look at my screen, or if you can still remember based on your discussion. Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, what is a pronoun?
A pronoun is
Pronoun is a word that makes the place of a noun.
That makes? Is it makes?
I mean takes.
Come again.
A pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun.
Okay, we have been discussing this one several times already, if you can still recall. So, a pronoun takes the place of a noun because we can't keep on saying the noun. Example, by the way, when we say noun, it is a name of a person, a place, an animal, or a thing. For example, in the sentence, Tristan is 8 years old. Tristan is in grade 3. Tristan loves to read books. Reads books. But we cannot say the... Yes, Tristan, why are you making faces?
Because
Okay.
I'm not a grade 3.
That,
Now I'm grade 5.
it is just an example.
Okay.
Yes, it's okay. So instead of repeating the name of that specific person, we are going to use pronoun. Okay. What pronoun are we going to use to replace a name of a boy?
He.
He. That is for singular one. Very good. And how about for singular girl? One girl.
She.
Come again.
She.
That's good. And how about the pronoun if you refer about yourself?
I.
Very good, Inda. Oh, Inda is the only one here who can recall the lesson. How about for things, for occasions or celebrations? What should we use?
It.
Yes, we should use it. Very good, Inda. Okay. How about for plural nouns? Plural nouns referring to other people, to a group of people.
Them.
Come again.
Them.
Them, you say them.
Yes.
Okay, them, that is a possessive pronoun. But for subject pronouns, we say they, right? They. Yes. But how about if you include yourself? If I say Inda and I, what should we use?
We.
Very, very good, Inda. Okay, so I hope other kids, are also taking down notes about those pronouns. Okay, so we have pronouns can be in one of the three cases here. It can be a subject pronoun, an object pronoun, or possessive in form. So the one that I discussed, the one that Inda gave, are examples of subject pronoun. Okay. So Inda, please read this one, Inda.
Okay. Subject pronouns are used when the pronoun is the subject of the sentence. You can remember subject pronoun easily by filling in the blank subject space for a simple sentence.
Very good. Catherine, please read. Catherine, could you please read also rule number 1?
Okay, teacher. Rule 1. Subject pronouns are used when the pronoun is the subject of the sentence. You can remember subject pronouns easily by filling in the blank subject space for a simple sentence.
Very good. Thank you, Catherine.
Teacher.
Okay, Farrell, how about you? Please read. Farrell.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, please read also.
Subject pronouns are used when the pronoun is the subject of the sentence. You can remember subject pronouns easily by filling in the blank subject space for a simple sentence.
Okay, very good. Okay, thank you, Farrell.
You're welcome, Miss.
So here are the examples. Okay, here are the examples. So you have I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. Okay, what are the examples, Alfonso?
I, you, he, she, it, we, and they.
Okay, we call these examples as subject pronouns. Okay, we call this a subject pronoun. Okay, you just open your microphone if you want to answer. What pronoun are we going to use if we refer about ourselves?
I.
Aside from Inda, I will not be asking you to answer. Okay, is it okay with you?
It's okay, Miss.
Yes, because I would like to find out if other kids are also listening. What pronoun are you going to use if you talk about yourself?
Maybe I.
Yes, it's I, Aaron. Okay. How about pronoun referring to animals, to things, occasions like that, celebration?
That's it, right? It's
Yes,
it.
thank you, Aaron. How about referring to one girl? One girl.
She. She.
Girl. Girl.
She.
She.
Okay, she.
She.
Everybody, she.
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 How about one boy? One boy.
He.
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 Yes, we use he. How about to other person, to only one? If especially if I am talking to Catherine,
You.
you. Okay, referring to other one or talking directly, we say you. Okay. To a group of people without yourself. When I say it's Alfonso and Farrell and Tristan,
They.
they. But if I say Catherine, Inda, and I, what should I use?
We.
We.
Okay, we are going to use we. Okay. Can I have first a writing activity? Please open the chat box. Please give me a sentence that makes use of the pronoun I.
Yes. I.
Yes, in the chat box. You are not going to say it to me, but write it down in the chat box. Use correct capitalization, period. Okay, I hope other kids are moving. I, meaning you talk about yourself. Okay, you say, hello, you say, I am Arga. I am Arga. I am 9 years old. You say that one. Or you say, I like to read books. I love my mother. Oh, that's how you see. Nobody. I am Enda. I'm 11. Very good. I love Lee Song. That's it. Yeah, thank you. Yes, Enda. For the next sentence, use capital letter I. Okay? I am Enda. I am 11 years old. I only have Inda and Shitya. How about the others? And Tristan, I'm 10 years old, yes. Farrell, no period for you. I love to eat pizza, but with period, okay? Yes, thank you, Catherine. I love my friends. That's good. Oh, Jay and I want to date? Mm-hmm. Arga, since you are using I, you say, I am doing homework or I am doing my homework. Not I am do homework. Okay, you use the infinitive form of the verb. I am doing homework. Yes, very good, Alfonso. I like to drink orange juice. Yes, I'm Aaron. Very good, Aaron. Okay. Okay. So much for that one. Thank you. Thank you for your active participation in that writing activity. Okay, last. How about if I am going to use, oh, you use we. Yeah, yes, honey. I love kids. Very good. Okay, you use we.
Sundara.
Ah, that is Sandara.
Yes, Miss.
Yes. Okay, we are team. Yeah, we are team. Okay, maybe four more, four more. We love you. Wow. We like playing basketball. No period, Iron. Aaron, put a period on that one. We like playing basketball. Then that's a period because it's a sentence. Okay, thank you, Shetya. We are friends. Thank you, Catherine. Who is Jay? Honey, who is Jay?
That is idol K-pop, miss.
Ah, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. Okay, Jay is an idol. Is a K-pop icon. Okay, thank you for those sentences. So those are examples of using subject pronouns in a sentence. Okay, let's move now to rule number 2. Rule number 2, I would like to ask, okay, Catherine again, rule number 2.
Rule 2. Subject pronouns are also used if they rename the subject. They will follow to be verbs such as is, are, was, were, am, and will be.
Okay, very good. Alfonso, please read it also.
Okay. Rule 2. Subject pronoun are also used if they rename the subject. They will follow to be verbs such as is, are, was, were, am, and will be.
Yes. So subject pronouns here, they can also be used if they rename the subject. So excuse me. So they will follow to be verbs or example. So it is he. It is he. So we can say, or it is she. So we can say this is she speaking. Or it is we who are responsible for the decision to downsize. Okay, this one is. Another is. Okay, this pronoun, the pronoun he, which is a subject pronoun, in the construction, in constructing the sentence, it will follow to be verbs such as is, are, was, were, am, and will be. Okay, example, another example. It is we who are responsible. Okay, our pronoun here is we, subject pronoun, right? So where is it located? How is it written? It follows to be verb, which is is. Okay, so that is rule number 2. Okay, we have here a note. We have here a note. Shitya, please read the note.
Note. In
Note.
spoken English, most people tend to follow to be verb with subject pronouns. Many English teachers support or at least have given into this distinction between written and spoken English.
Okay, distinction. Okay, distinction between written and spoken English. Okay, so written meaning you're going to write it. Spoken the way how you read out to say it. For example, it could have been them. It could have been them. Okay, so but it could also go like this. It could have been they, because them. Okay, they. Okay, same not reference. Okay, referring to the same okay, same subject. Okay. Okay. We still have time. I think we can move to another one here. Okay. So we're done with subject pronouns. Let us read rule number 3. Okay. Rule number 3. Okay, if you read rule number 3, I also want you to read the given examples. Okay? Mark, please read Mark. Mark. Okay. Mark is not opening his microphone. Can I have Kenshi?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Can you try to read the highlighted sentences? Rule number 3. Rule number 3.
Object pronouns are used for her is in the object of the question. Object pronouns are me, you, him, her, it, us, and them.
Example.
Jean talking to him.
Are you?
Are you talking to me?
Yes. Okay. I would also like Inda to read. Inda. Rule number 3, Inda.
Okay, miss. Object pronouns are used everywhere else. Direct object, indirect object, object of the preposition, object pronouns are me, you, him, her, it, us, and them.
Example.
Example, Jian talked to him.
Okay, are you talking to me? So the last example here is, are you talking to me? So what are the different object pronouns? So object pronouns, you say me, that you refer, you talk about yourself. Me, that's me, yourself. You, that's other person. Him, okay, that's one boy. Her, it's one girl. It, what is it? Okay, for just like what I'm saying, for animals, for things, for celebrations, that's it. For us, meaning it includes you, us, them, okay, a group of people without yourself. Okay, example here. Jean talked to him. What is the object pronoun in this sentence? What's the object pronoun? The object pronoun is him, right? Okay, for the last example, are you talking to me? So what's the object pronoun for that one?
Me.
Okay, the object pronoun is me. So that is for pronouns, which is rule number 3. Okay, you have object pronoun. If I say, oh, Catherine talked to her. Oh, Catherine talked to her mother. Okay. The object pronoun used is her. Okay, referring to the mother. Okay, so we will be ending. Okay, so we will be ending our discussion with that one for pronouns, rule number 3. Okay, please continue, okay? I hope you find time to continue reading the blue book. It's already 6 p.m. I think you have a class after me. Okay, so thank you everybody for being with me on this Monday class. I'll see you tomorrow for the reading class, okay? Then on Thursday for the storytelling class. Thank you, kids. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you,
Thank you, Miss.
Thanks.
Bye, Miss.
Thanks, Miss.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Thank
Hey.
you.